Hi, I'm Lily, and I just lived through what might be the most dramatic honeymoon in history. Not that I'm complaining now. Karma really came through in the end. But let me start from the beginning. 2 weeks ago, I married the love of my life, James. Our wedding was absolutely perfect, even with his mother Patricia's attempts to change everything from my dress choice to our first dance song. Sweetie, are you sure about that dress? It's a bit modern. I still have mine from 1985. Yeah, no thanks. You're going to Hawaii? In June? Oh, honey, wouldn't the Poconos be nicer? That was Patricia again, 3 months before the wedding when we announced our honeymoon plans. Mom, we've already booked everything. Lily and I have been dreaming about this. James tried to reason with her, but she just kept going. But the Poconos are so much closer. What if you need me? Need her? For what exactly? But I bit my tongue and smiled, like I'd been doing for the past year. My best friend Sarah caught my eye across the room and mimicked gagging. At least someone understood my pain. Finally, after months of planning and dodging Patricia's helpful suggestions, we made it. The Royal Hawaiian Resort was even more beautiful than the pictures. Pink walls, ocean view, and the most gorgeous suite I'd ever seen. Can you believe we're finally here? I threw myself onto the king-sized bed, still in my travel clothes. No more wedding planning, no more stress. James flopped down beside me. No more surprise visits from your mom, I teased, and he laughed. She's probably already calling her friends to brag about her son's fancy honeymoon. He rolled his eyes. We spent that first afternoon exploring the resort. The infinity pool overlooking the ocean, the private beach area, the spa where we had couples massages booked for tomorrow. Everything was perfect. We had dinner at the beachfront restaurant, watching the sunset while sipping Mai Tais. Back in our room, James was opening a bottle of champagne when someone knocked on the door. Room service? We didn't order anything, I called out, adjusting my silk robe. Housekeeping? We're good, thanks, James yelled back. Then we heard a keycard slide, and the door opened. My heart stopped. Surprise! I couldn't let my baby boy spend his honeymoon without his mama. There stood Patricia, designer suitcase in hand, wearing a flowery resort dress and a triumphant smile. She wheeled her luggage in like she owned the place. Mom? James nearly dropped the champagne bottle. What are you doing here? Oh, don't look so shocked. I got myself a room right next door. We're going to have so much fun together. I stood there frozen, my perfect honeymoon crumbling before my eyes. How did she even get a key to our room? As I watched her start unpacking her suitcase like this was totally normal, one thing became crystal clear. This woman had to go down. Oh, did you two have plans for breakfast? I already made reservations for us at the Oceanfront Cafe, Patricia chirped the next morning, barging into our room at 7 a.m. Again. Mom, we actually had plans to… Nonsense, James. You can't skip the most important meal of the day. Remember how I always made you breakfast before school? I watched my husband's resolve crumble. That's how we ended up sharing our first honeymoon breakfast with his mother, who spent the entire time showing the waiter my wedding photos and criticizing my choice of centerpieces. My phone buzzed. A video call from Sarah. Sorry, I need to take this. I stood up. Oh, I'll join you. I love Sarah's photography work. Patricia started to rise. Actually, Mom, I wanted to talk to you about something. James caught my eye and nodded slightly. I stepped onto the private balcony and answered the call. Sarah's worried face filled my screen. You won't believe what I just found. I was uploading your wedding photos to the resort's honeymoon package portal when something weird came up. Your original booking was for the ocean suite. Yeah, but they upgraded us to the garden view at check-in. Patricia said she pulled strings to get us next to her room. No, look at this email I'm forwarding you. Someone canceled your ocean suite reservation 3 weeks ago. And guess who checked into it yesterday? My blood ran cold as I opened the email. She planned this whole thing? There's more. These screenshots are from her Facebook messages through my photography business page. She's been coordinating with her entire church group about saving her son from that gold digger. That's you, by the way. My hands were shaking as I looked through message after message. Patricia had been planning this ambush for weeks, telling everyone how she needed to protect James from my bad influence. She's got half the resort staff thinking I'm some kind of monster, I whispered. No wonder everyone's been so cold to me. Lily, there you are! Patricia appeared on the balcony, James trailing behind her. I signed us up for the couple's massage you booked. They said they could add a third person. That's meant to be for honeymooners, I managed through gritted teeth. Oh, please, I raised this boy. If anyone knows how to take care of him. Mom, enough! James finally snapped. This is our honeymoon. Don't you dare take that tone with me. I've sacrificed everything for you, and this is how you repay me? By choosing her over your own mother? People on nearby balconies were starting to stare. Patricia's voice rose higher. I saw what she wrote in her vows. Starting our own family. Like I don't even exist. After all I've done, all the strings I pulled to be close to you on this trip. What strings, Patricia? I turned my phone screen toward her, showing the evidence Sarah had found. The ones you pulled 3 weeks ago when you canceled our original reservation? Or the ones you pulled with your church group to spread lies about me? Her face went white. Those messages are private. James, do you see how she and her friend are conspiring against me? But James was reading the messages his mother had written about his new wife. The look on his face told me everything I needed to know. The war was just beginning. I'm sending everything to you now. Sarah's voice came through my phone. And Lily, take her down. I marched straight to the front desk, screenshots in hand. The manager, Maria, took one look at my face and ushered me into her office. Mrs. Henderson, I was actually about to call you. Some concerning reports have been filed about your behavior. Let me guess. All from my mother-in-law? She submitted 17 complaints in the past 24 hours. Claims you're harassing her, stealing her belongings, even pushing her at the pool. But our cameras show a different story. What do you mean? Every incident she reported, the footage shows her doing exactly what she accused you of. Look. Maria turned her computer screen, showing Patricia deliberately bumping into me, then crying to nearby guests. My phone rang. James's dad, Robert. I put him on speaker. Lily, James just called me about Patricia. I should have warned you both. She's always been like this, controlling everything, playing the victim. What do you mean? When James was in college, she coincidentally got a job in his dorm cafeteria. She'd show up at his classes, claiming she was dropping off forgotten books. Even scared away his first serious girlfriend by spreading rumors about her to the entire neighborhood. That's why you divorced? Partly. She controlled every aspect of our lives. Family vacations had to include her parents. She'd throw fits if James and I went fishing alone. Called my office so much they thought she was my secretary. Don't let her do to your marriage what she did to mine. Maria leaned forward. We've dealt with difficult in-laws before, but this is next level. How can we help? My phone buzzed with a text from Sarah. Check your email. Found her public Facebook posts bragging about saving her son from our hotel room setup. She's obsessed with her social media image. That's when it hit me. Maria, does the hotel have a social media presence? Very active? Why? Because Patricia has been posting about being the perfect mother while secretly trying to ruin our honeymoon. What if we showed everyone both sides? James walked in, looking determined. I just got off the phone with the credit card company. Mom used my old emergency card to cancel our original booking. She's been planning this since before the wedding. James, I know she's your mom, but no, I'm done letting her control everything. Dad told me about all the times he tried to stand up to her. I won't make the same mistake. I pulled up Patricia's latest post. Having the most wonderful time helping my newlyweds enjoy their honeymoon. A mother's job is never done. #best mom ever #blessed. Maria, how fast can you get us access to the security footage? Give me an hour. What exactly are you thinking? Patricia wants social media attention? Let's give it to her. Every single moment, side by side with her posts. Her helping us versus what really happened. I'll call the restaurant and spa too, Maria offered. She's made quite an impression everywhere. Perfect. Sarah, you still there? Already working on editing the compilation. This is going to be epic. James squeezed my hand. Mom's having dinner with her church friends at the hotel restaurant tonight. She's been bragging about it all day. Even better, I smiled. Maria, we're going to need the big screen TV in that dining room. I think it's time for a special presentation. Consider it done. And Mrs. Henderson, the hotel would like to offer you and your husband a complimentary upgrade to our presidential suite on the opposite side of the resort from your current rooms. As we finalized the details, Patricia's latest post popped up. Getting ready for a wonderful dinner with my church family. Can't wait to share all about my darling son's honeymoon. Proud mama, best believer. Oh, she had no idea what kind of sharing was about to happen. The private dining room buzzed with excited chatter as Patricia held court with her church friends, her phone propped up for yet another live stream. And then I surprised them. You should have seen their faces. They were just so grateful to have Mama there to help guide them through their first days of marriage. The big screen behind her flickered to life. Oh, look, they're playing my Facebook memories. Patricia clapped, then froze as security footage showed her shoving me at the pool while pretending to trip. Side by side, her social posts appeared. Such a lovely pool day with my new daughter-in-law. Family time? What is this? Her voice cracked as more clips played. Her sneaking into our room, her canceling our reservations, her telling hotel staff I was unstable. Actually, Mom, we've got some memories to share too. James stepped forward. Like how you used my emergency credit card to sabotage our original booking? I was just trying to be closer to you. By lying to everyone? By hurting Lily? The screen showed her latest schemes. Her fake crying to guests. Her complaints to staff. All exposed alongside her sugary sweet social media posts. These videos are fake. Maria, tell them. Mrs. Patterson, we have extensive documentation of your behavior. Maria stepped forward. The hotel is issuing an immediate ban for harassment. But my church group rented rooms for the week. We had activities planned. Your reservations have been canceled. Security will escort you to pack your belongings. One of her church friends stood up. Patricia, how could you? We donated to your Save James fund thinking his new wife was abusive, but you're the one. I did it all for love. James, baby, you understand, right? Everything I do is for you. No, Mom. Everything you do is for control, and I'm done. We're done. You can't mean that. I'm your mother. And Lily is my wife. If you can't respect that, respect her, then you don't get to be part of our lives. Patricia turned to her friends, but they were already gathering their things, whispering and shaking their heads. Fine. Side with that homewrecker. She's turned my own son against me. You'll see. You'll all see. Security appeared at the door. Ma'am, please come with us. As they led her away, Maria handed us new key cards. Your presidential suite is ready, and the hotel would like to offer you a complimentary week extension to make up for the interruption. 3 months later, we sat on our patio at home, enjoying the sunset. James showed me his phone. Another blocked call from his mom. Any regrets? About standing up to her? Never. About posting that compilation video that went viral and got her banned from 3 other resort chains? Also never. Your dad called earlier. Said she tried to crash his barbecue claiming she was dying from a broken heart. Let me guess. Lev streamed the whole thing? Yep. But his new wife Susan kicked her out before she could start her performance. You know she's going to try something when we have kids. Oh, I know. But this time we're ready. And hey, at least we got one hell of a story out of our honeymoon. Plus a free upgrade and extra week in Hawaii. True. Though next vacation, maybe we should try Antarctica? Pretty sure even my mom won't follow us there. Don't jinx it. With our luck, she'd show up in a penguin costume claiming she's the resort mascot. We laughed, knowing that whatever Patricia tried next, we'd handle it together. Some people never change, but we sure did, and our spines of steel were here to stay. Have you ever dealt with a toxic mother-in-law? What would you have done in Lily's situation? Expose her publicly like we did or handle it privately? Would you have supported your spouse cutting off contact completely or tried to maintain some family connection? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this revenge story of standing up to toxic family members, Hit that like button and subscribe for more real-life drama and justice served. Trust me, I've got plenty more stories where mother-in-law drama meets sweet, sweet karma.